Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Sagittarius. Oh yeah. Okay. You might be looking at studying something here for your pentacles. This is about growing your money independently. I feel like you are looking at breaking ground on something here. Might even be starting school in September or something along those lines. It looks like that's going to go quickly for you, and I feel like you've been waiting for this for a while. Hmm. You're talking about going, and this is maybe looking into this. You might even be I feel like this is maybe looking into what you want for your best life and what you want to do for the rest of your life as a career, or what your best bet is to make some money. But it should be something that doesn't feel like a job, more like your passion that you really want to go after, that you might be really good at, or have a gift on, or have some kind of, I don't know, talent for here. Now, with that chariot, I feel like you're going to put action behind this talking. It's not just going to be um, just talking. You're going to put some action behind it. You're actually going to go forward on that. And it's almost like this independence streak, or needing to have this for your own independence. Now, this is something you're really hoping to do, maybe even guided to do, I feel. Even though it's not the star card, I feel like it's part of that, hoping to do this. With the temperance, I mean, this is maybe a life purpose, even, or some type of new adventure you're wanting to go on. Let's see what else is going on here. Now, you might have to move things around, make it more of a priority. I feel like this is making time for this, or looking at how you might maneuver this into your life at this point. Let's see what else for Sagittarius, please. Now, this could be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, of course. And thank you so much for all your donations, all your super thanks, all of the things that you do to help with the channel, for that ongoing support. All right. There might be a lot of competition in what you plan to do for yourself. Now, whether this is a job, this might be how you're going to make your money, or how you're going to grow your money here. So you might be going back to school. This might be just making goals. This might have something um, to do with being curious about how you can make this money in terms of what your heart truly desires. There may be competition here, though, and it's good to be truthful with what you truly want to do, um, in terms of this. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna have a win here. I feel like this is good news. This is something that's gonna have some success behind it. I feel like you have no doubts when it comes to this. We have the Death card and the Strength. Okay, so I'm kind of getting here, not to settle on anything in particular. I feel like you're kind of looking at, hmm, making certain changes, I guess, that you're going to take that courage and bravery and put that into this. I feel like you're not too afraid to start over or start something different for yourself. Maybe things just aren't working with the bump and grind that you've been doing so far. It's almost like you know things have to change for this, of what you're looking to have for yourself. And it's like, maybe you really haven't really thought of it as that before. Maybe you always thought that you had to do this and conform to whatever the outdated thinking was from your parents. Now, and I say outdated thinking because if you're looking at this now, you're looking at changing that dynamic of what was going on in your maybe childhood to seeing it differently now that maybe you're older. Wow, I feel like I like this. Okay, so you will have a transformation here. Things will change. This is a sudden change that you're going to be brave to go forward on. Okay, and it looks like suddenly, while you're thinking about this is what's going to come in for you. Somebody that is going to be love, a new love for you. Maybe somebody you're going to meet when you go back to school, or when you take a course, or maybe when you take a new job, or whatever it is that you're trying to go for here. I feel like it's going to change everything. You know, certain changes are happening. Maybe there's too much competition in your life right now on what you are looking to doing. Maybe this is a relationship you're looking at leaving here. You've been really patient with this person, and perhaps they've been juggling you, putting you in a competition, and you're looking at things truthfully. All right. So, however, this is fitting for you, I mean, you will have a win maybe by ending this if it is a relationship, and having the courage to put yourself back up there. Maybe it's time to do so. Okay. And you're going to have somebody directed into your path here. And it may even come from somebody that's passed over in your life, your ancestors or spirit guides that are going to bring somebody in for you. Now, this could be something you've manifested. It doesn't show that that's the case. However, with the which card is it that is guided in here? I'm trying to think of how I saw this. Um, I feel like you're being truthful. That could be that this is, I want to say that it's a breakthrough here. Now, if this is a relationship or it could be a job, I mean, so take it however it's fitting for you, but there's going to be a sudden change in your love life. There's somebody else maybe coming in here. Maybe you're just putting yourself back out there. Let's see what else is coming up, Sagittarius. Okay, it's been a long time coming. This has maybe taken a long time to get there. Now, you may have taken yourself and put yourself on that other side of the river in those calmer waters and going towards whatever is peace for you. I feel like you might be finding that inner peace. Now, somebody here has maybe taken a long time to get here, or maybe a new love has taken a long time to get here, or maybe it's been the time that you needed to recover from anything from your past, any of that baggage you've been pulling with you. I don't know how many people you're dragging with you into a new relationship, but until you cut that out of your life and let that go of whatever's happened, and it shouldn't be about the blame game. It should be about what you've learned about yourself that really matters, and those are the lessons you'll learn, is when you can look at it at yourself, maybe what your part was in that whole situation. Okay, all right. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking at that finances of their own. Okay, that material security or some type of financial independence. Perhaps you weren't always the one that had held the purse strings. Maybe somebody held that over your head. Maybe you didn't make enough money, so you weren't, maybe they didn't include you in those financial decisions. I don't know. You know your situation, but you're looking at maybe heading, maybe it's been a long time coming too, before you've really gone for a certain job, or sometimes people sabotage themselves because they didn't want to put that much responsibility. They kind of get scared about the responsibility they might be holding, and it might be too much for them. So they go for the job, but they kind of sabotage it in some way, maybe in the interview, or it might be just their demeanor or what they say in the interview that makes it so they don't get chosen, right? So I feel like if you're going for those lower paying jobs, it's because you're more comfortable of not having too much responsibility. And that is where you need to start believing in yourself again, where you have to feel comfortable, yes, but you also have to challenge yourself to have those better paying jobs. Look at yourself of why it is that you might self sabotage in the first place. All right, let's have a look at the next part. Now, this is end of January. We'll look at February. All right, we have the Page of Wands. So there is some type of, I want to say, inspiration that you're looking at or talking about, some type of excitement or curiosity that you're looking at. Okay, so now I feel like if this is a relationship, you're gonna walk away from somebody. New love might show up, somebody that might merely make you happy. You could see yourself with this person in a happy home, having holiday celebrations, that kind of stuff. Maybe the offer took a long time to get there. Maybe you aren't going to accept that because you are going after your own personal independence here. So perhaps you talk about some inspiration. Maybe this is something you um, are keeping tight lipped or secret about what options you're looking at. And this might even be in love, or this could be with a career. All right, I'm meant to take that crossing. Okay, so you're still thinking about your wounds of those people who are still dragging behind you. So you may have said no to this because you're looking at bettering your life, having a better situation when it comes to finances, but you're still looking at your wounds with this crossing. You're still unsure maybe how to cut that cord of how you felt about somebody in your past or what happened to you in your past. And it's still things that you might be carrying with you still or dragging behind you still. Yeah, you're still having some worries here. You're still hanging on to somebody here that you maybe thought you were going to go the distance with, this long term type of emotional harmony and generational wealth where you leave your kids some type of inheritance or legacy that you've built that you pass down. Looks like you're looking at boundaries here. Now, I'm meant to take this crossing, so I will take another card. All right, so it looks like you now, this might be looking at your long-term plans or long-term boundaries that you're holding. Maybe you're looking at how differently you might do your boundaries. It looks like you're investing in some type of steady growth when it comes to your boundaries, and maybe you've learned a lot since you've put some boundaries in place or how to put those boundaries in place. There may be a lot of people that are having to pay those karmic debts for how they treated you. You could even be that walking karma where you are meant to teach people how to treat you. And this might be that you put up with a hell of a lot here when it comes to romance or jobs or with any relationship that you have because people walk all over you, or you're just one of those people that are that happy go lucky people that maybe get a lot of attention. And you may have a lot of people that are jealous of that fact. Now, with the Knight of Cups crossing here, I feel like there is romance that you're looking for or want to have that romance. This is that emotional expression of love that you're looking to have, some heartfelt situation or romance that you are maybe don't have in your life at this time, or if you do, it might not be as fulfilling as what you feel it should be. Um, I feel like this might be due to these things that you might be putting in for your boundaries. Now, I feel like you don't want to go out and hurt anybody in particular on purpose. I feel like this is something that just isn't you. And I feel like you might be finally getting ready to do this. I mean, you are still thinking about your wounds, but and it may have been a lot of people that you talked about. Maybe you're even talking to a counselor at this time about some shady ass behavior and being an option. And I feel like you're over that. You're done with that. You want some type of something or other to change. However, you're still worried. You're still hanging on to somebody here that you thought you would go the distance with. So I really want to tap into this Knight of Cups here. So we did see some plans being made, no action at this time, and nothing. I feel like you're not taking action because there may have been third parties that you were involved with that maybe you didn't know existed. Now, a lot of the time, if you ever go onto social media, maybe you're seeing that there's people finding out that their husband or their boyfriend of long term is on Tinder or on another app, and that they're seeing someone else and they're talking to someone else, and um, they're with you, but they're having side pieces or something along those lines. And it's like you're not taking action because of that reason. You're making plans, but you're not doing anything about it. Let's just see here, Sagittarius, because you are one of an adventure type of person. So you really like those adventures. You really like to go out and do things. You may like to be in the flow. You might like that harmony and peace in your life. This might even be your spiritual journey that you're going on, that you're feeling. You may even be trying to find out what your life purpose is at this point. Let's just see in March. All right. Okay. So I feel like you're looking for that kind type of person, somebody emotionally available or balanced in their life, where they're more mature when it comes to love. And they may even be showing up for you, or someone in your life that maybe you've overlooked here that wants to give to you, somebody that is there for you and speaks loving words to you. I feel like with this is kind of happy news or some type of kindness that you are needing to be open to, being open to some emotional type of energy here. Like you might even need to have some emotional insight here, or where your intuition is kind of um, seeing this. Let's just see here. Okay, so what I'm getting here, I almost feel like maybe you like the bad boys. I don't know. Maybe you like that person that's more outspoken. Maybe nice guys finish last. I don't know. You're looking for that major attraction, somebody that's a little more intense, or like I said, that bad boy type of energy. However, you might be even looking at somebody that you could have a lot of attraction with, that you want to marry. Okay, maybe this is somebody you know here, Sagittarius. Maybe it is a Capricorn. Now, Maybe it's a Taurus. What else do we have here? In the major arcana, the death card is Scorpio and any other ones here? Nothing for the major arcana. Oh, the Tower, but that's Mars and how people deal with life. So it could be any of those signs there that I mentioned. I almost feel like you're wanting the best of both worlds, somebody that's nice and attractive, maybe even somebody that is marriage material, somebody that still has those passion or takes bold actions, somebody you could have an adventure with, right? So I almost feel like this is something you want to kind of take a second on. You know what I mean? Like you really want to with the hangman there, maybe pause, or maybe you feel like you're going to have some type of awareness here when it comes to this. Maybe some type of maybe you're going to initiate it. Maybe they're going to initiate it. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to initiate something here, something that was guided in here, something of healing, passionate beginning that you might be looking for. Long term for sure. You might be getting some type of communication here, but that Ten of Swords is still here. This might be something of fear coming through because of those deep wounds that are still hanging on to somehow. Why is that Ten of Swords here? Oh, okay. I'm meant to take it. Ooh, some type of progress on that. Ace of Pentacles. You might be manifesting love. This is all going to come in for you at some point. You're going to build with somebody a partnership here. But it's like it is showing up, and it might be that you're going to find a way to let this go, this fear. Fear is only there to teach you lessons. It's there. Fear is almost like an illusion because if you can see past the fear on things and not let that creep into what you're looking for, because that is a negative factor. If you can keep things positive on the up and up and manifest what you truly desire, I feel like this will show up for you. But there's something you needing to do here in terms of this, for this to come in for you. And it looks like it might actually come in March if you're able to kind of give somebody a chance or let things go from your past. Wow, the Emperor's on the bottom of the deck there. Look at this. This could be your Emperor showing up for you. Let's just see here about what feelings are going to be felt when it comes at the end of January. Let's see what's showing up. Now, this may be how you're feeling right now or how you felt about somebody from your past here. Yeah, there are too many hidden elements here. I feel like you were kind of that uncertainty in a relationship of being maybe a wandering eye for your person, or making you feel like you're less than, or that someone else could come in, that they're actively looking for someone else. I feel like that is an issue. So maybe you're giving way too much with these acts of service, giving, giving, giving all the time because you want to keep this person. All right, friendly support. You're not getting that from that person. Ooh, what's this? You fell in love regardless, but that doesn't mean that they did with you. You have maybe thought this one was the one. So let's just see in February. Soulmate. Okay, let's see. You might be thinking this person is your soulmate and wanting to give forgiveness, and but there is going to be an unexpected connection coming in here. Now, is this the tower coming in, or is this fear you're feeling or uncertainty? You're still not taking action on this because of that reason. I feel like with this unexpected connection, or you're feeling that that's what's going to come in, but you have to take action on this. You can't just talk about it and expect somebody to come knocking on your door. Yeah, I mean, you do have to actively give action towards your manifestation for it to actually come in. So these may be things that you're thinking about doing or what you're looking for in your manifestation, and it will come in, yet you still have to put some type of action behind it. You're looking for that burning desire connection. Divine timing is showing up here, so it may not be the right time for this to come in if you're still needing to heal or let things go from your past. You might be trying to magnetize yourself and have this person that you're looking for find you through your magnetized energy. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck when it comes to this emperor that's meant to come in for you. Yes, there's going to be a lot of playfulness here. I feel like this is going to be somebody that can make you laugh, you're going to have fun with. That might be what you're looking to have. Maybe not so serious about getting serious so quickly, more of a friend, or finding somebody that is really going to get you. I feel like they have to really get you here. So, what actions are you going to be taking? There has to be this transformation that comes. This person might be in your community here and needing that patience with that divine timing. What about February here? Yeah, you are going to go forward towards things, and I feel like with going forward on this, I feel like you're going to cross paths with this person, but I feel like you have to still do some work here. Yeah, there is some potential you may see in this person, but you're not taking action on this. Okay, you might be focused on your career at this time, or you're doing that work. Yeah, you're focusing on that solitude and maybe even that healing, which is really good because I feel like with you going forward on your healing, this is going to bring this potential person in for you. Without that healing and actively healing, your manifestations cannot come forward. You're never really healed ever. You're going to go through things and learn things as you go. And each time that you learn something new about yourself, you have to actually heal whatever the lesson was, right? So, and sometimes they're really painful, right? Let's see. All right, you're going to cross this. It's going to be a pleasure to meet this person. I feel like they're going to feel the same way when it comes to crossing paths with this person. There's that new beginning. It will show up because you are doing the work. Now, you might need to purify your energy, or maybe change your intentions, or maybe you're looking at setting some intentions here. Yeah, this will be protected, or you're really going to want to protect this love. I feel like this is needing to have that understanding and trusting that person that they are going to come through for you this time. And it's not about what you give to everybody else. I mean, giving is a good thing, but when you're over giving, people take that for granted and treat you differently than what they would if they respected you on a different level. So having that self-respect for yourself is really going to show that person that you have boundaries, that you don't play when it comes to your emotions, and that you have set ideas for what you want and what you don't want. All right, there are pure intentions behind this. Let's just see what obstacles might be showing up at the end of January. All right, a breakup or separation. So this might be at the beginning of a breakup of needing to let somebody go, where this transformation is going to come through, because it may be the lesson that you're meant to walk away from somebody and learn something from that situation about yourself that helps you into coming into this new person that you're meant to maybe meet or cross paths with. So I feel like you are realizing something that you're doing, chasing. Hang on, guys. All right. So I guess I was just popular today. All right, let's see what we have here. So this could be from that breakup here and needing, yeah, no second chances. I feel like you're just over it. I felt that over here, like you're just not wanting to do a repeat. And maybe you've gone back to this person. Maybe they stepped over your boundaries more than once. Heartbreak and painful. Okay, so yeah, definitely not going back to this person. I feel like you're maybe stayed longer than you should have in some cases, but because you're doing some healing, and I feel like you're realizing that maybe it's going to be like that always because you went back maybe once before or gave them a second chance or something along those lines. All right. Yeah, you're looking for that insane chemistry, but you're not doing anything about it. You might be worried about being gaslit or somebody looking at other people or watching others, having that wandering eye. Um, Someone does like you. I believe here in this part here, yeah, there may have been somebody that you were planning to maybe look at here, but nothing happened. You may have been waiting for somebody here that you know likes you. Um, let's just see here with the new beginning. Ah, okay. So maybe you're taking it, maybe taking this person up on this. So, meeting and conversing with this person, being lighthearted, maybe finding a few things out about this person. There might be some triggers here from this karmic that you are feeling when it comes to this person, right? Feel like needing to let that go in order for anyone to be able to come in to love you here. And I feel like somebody is coming in here. You may even have said no to somebody here. I feel like when it comes to this, yeah, a new passionate beginning here. And maybe you were talking, but there's that still coming in for you when it comes to this fear. And I feel like you might be going like, is this a karmic? Like, I don't want a karmic relationship. And don't go and say what you don't want. This has to be on that up and up with the positivity. And this might be where this is coming in from, is you're looking back at your karmic relationship and saying, I don't want somebody that's going to cheat on me. I don't want to be put into a third party situation. No, 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 no. That's what you will bring in for you, because that's what you're saying is what you don't want. You need to be saying what you do want. So let's just see here. Yeah, you're frustrated when it comes to love here, and that fear is really building for you. It may even be that self sabotage that I felt early. Maybe it has to do with a job. Maybe it has to do with partnering up for work. Whatever this is for you, it's triggering you all over just by going out for coffee with somebody. So I feel like you may end this before it even begins, and that might be when something else shows up with this emperor. So let's just see. There's that outdated thinking I was picking up on where you might be replaying things over that happened here, or you've been conditioned to think a certain way that this is how it should be. And I feel like you're kind of seeing that that's maybe not the way of it anymore. You're going to take a risk here, but you're not really telling anybody. You're keeping that close to your chest. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So, you might be going and taking action here, and trying to control the narrative, which that divine timing comes in for a reason. If you are trying to drive the force here and go looking for somebody, or put yourself out there and try to control the narrative of how this is going to go, Spirit's like, yeah, no, you go ahead with that, but you'll just be delaying what is meant to come in. And you might end up having meet somebody you weren't meant to really meet, and therefore pushing back the timeline of when you should be meeting this other person. Let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. All right, there is somebody that is missing you, but you might be wanting to make new memories with someone else. So let's just see the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to the end of January, and then we'll look at February and then at March. All right, so there might be a wealthy man here that you have children with, or somebody that you were courting that was really immature. So, and I feel like this, because they might be wealthy, maybe they got their way quite a bit and they're very spoiled, or have some weird rituals that they do, or some weird way they handle things. Maybe that's just how they were brought up. Now, maybe this is you. Maybe you have children with a wealthy man who you were in a courtship with, or was dating, or have been with for a while. Maybe they're coming back to try to date you once again. Maybe you're looking at this person like, you're just too immature for me. So that might be the person you've walked away from. Let's see. So, message of concern, marriage, and a main male. So there might be somebody you're thinking about in your community, and it might be that they're getting married, or they are married to someone else, somebody that you thought you liked, or they liked you, that you really felt passion towards. Let's just see. You're in despair about this. It may have been somebody you were married to. Maybe this person's getting married to someone else now, and you're in despair. If you had children with this person, doesn't have to be. I mean, they could just be very immature or a lot younger than you, and not really someone you can see yourself dating because of the age gap. Sometimes it matters to some people, sometimes it doesn't matter at all, as long as you're a consenting adult. So let's just see about January, February, March. All right, you're still in despair here because of an ending that you know is kind of never going to happen again. Yeah, it may keep you stuck from moving forward here. Now, maybe you're obsessed, or you're feeling some type of hard to move forward because of that. I feel like you might be a little depressed that somebody got married to someone else here. Yeah, there is some type of concern. You maybe really held this person in high honor despite what they may have done to you. Um, yeah, your thoughts keep going back to this person. This might be what's keeping this from coming in. What's on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, this main male that is maybe you're thinking about, that's maybe already married here. So I'm just going to put that back up on here. And let's just look at what the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are looking at when it comes to you for helping you out. Angel of travel. So I did feel some travel earlier, at the very beginning of the reading. So this person you may need to travel to a certain area, or they have to travel to you. Maybe this person maybe you had to travel away from this person to get away from them to end it. You're parking the car here when it comes to this, and it may have been somebody you had a family with. It is showing that for sure. It doesn't have to be, though, or maybe you thought you were going to have a family with this person and have children with them. All right, so in February, You're getting grounded here in your energy that um, feeling like connecting here with your energy. There's good news coming up for you. Okay, so you might be seeing something you needed to see here in regards to your enlightenment. Now, when you when this happens for you, the light kind of clicks on that you maybe weren't seeing things before as you are now. It's almost like being in a fog and having that fog lifted where you can see things clearly now where you couldn't before. Now, maybe it's about the games somebody played with you, maybe the way they treated you and why that might be. Maybe they were a narcissist, maybe they had narcissistic tendencies. I don't know. I'm no psychiatrist or psychologist, so no PhD in anything. So um it's I mean, if you really need to see somebody to for a counselor, that's my best advice. Go and talk with somebody to get it all off your chest about all the things that you were feeling, or you can write it down in a journal or take if you don't want anybody else to read it, you can take it, write out all your feelings, write down how all of it was devastating to you, how you really felt about everything, what you felt you could have done differently, what they could have done differently, how you see it, or if they really mattered or you mattered, then, you know, how that may have transpired, what you were hoping to have from them. And then take that and throw it into the fire pit and burn it and let that go. And as you are throwing it into the fire pit, saying to yourself or spirit or saying it out loud, however you want to do it, that you are actively letting go of all those feelings and trauma and all the anguish and disappointment and baggage that you've been pulling with you. You are now letting that go for good. You're cutting the cord on that and it's done over with. You're starting fresh and new, and that you're looking at things differently now. You've learned those lessons and you no longer need to hold on to that energy. So I feel like with this, you can really actively change that dynamic for yourself just by journaling or writing it all out and then burning it so nobody reads it if that's a thing for you. So let's just see what happens in March here and what Spirit's going to help you with here. There's the knowledge. So there is some type of knowledge you are learning about yourself here. And I feel like with this, you might even feel refreshed or uh, some of this weight being lifted off of you. All right, angel of abundance. This is going to come in some people see love as abundance, okay? So however, it doesn't necessarily have to be the dollar, or if it is the dollar that you are building something for yourself, this is going to come through for you because they're going to help you with this, your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. They may even give you a partner that is going to partner up with you. This might be a life purpose that you're meant to do. Maybe you're meant to channel spirit here. Angel channeling, you might even get messages from your spirit guides or your angels, ancestors. All right. Spirit himself, like, yeah, your guardian angel is going to help you with this. So I do like this. We all have a guardian angel that is assigned to us, our spirit guide. So you can even ask your spirit guides what their name is and have it that you say to them, I want you to show me the number on the clock of what your name is, and I'll look up that number in the angel number meanings and find out what their name is. And you may be surprised that whatever that number is showing to you may be the answer to that question. Okay, so anyways, they always leave you signs through numbers, signs that mean something to you. Maybe it's a coin, maybe it's a butterfly, maybe it's an insect, maybe it's a feather. It could be anything that really brings meaning to you or a memory to you. So it's important to be open to receiving that. Anyways, let's have a look at your emperor and see what their name may be. Let's see what initials or their letters may consist of in their name. Might be their first, middle, or last. All right, we have a D, we have a U, so divine and unique. A gift from God, see the future, devote to spirit. So this could be what this is all about with this angel of channeling. You may have those unique things that stand out about you, this unusual occurrences that may happen to you, these phenomena that happen to you that you just can't explain. And this might be why you've been chosen. Perhaps you are. Now, for me and being chosen, my mom asked Spirit for a specific child to have, okay? A little girl, had blonde hair, blue eyes, and very specific of what she was looking for. And I was born. So she asked God for me. And so I feel like that may have be something of why I am connected here to spirit. Now, maybe you don't know your mom wished for you. Maybe your mom wished for a little boy, and a little boy was born to them, and that they may have gifts here. And it may be because of some trauma before you were born that happened that is why that parent has asked for a specific child. So perhaps there was a death in the family or something happened to somebody in their family that prompted this ask, right? So X may be a part of this person's name. Strong friendship you're looking for, diplomatic solution, having guests. So you may end up meeting somebody because you've had some people over, or you're looking for that strong foundation or friendship first. Let's just see on the bottom of the deck what that is. All right, an H, hope. Keep faith, don't give up, expect a miracle, which is coming. Your emperor is coming. Now, you could be a guy looking for a woman and the emperor showing up. That does not mean that it's going to be a guy. There is no gender in tarot. So it may be that it's a female in her masculine side that's coming in for a man. Okay, so however it shows up for you, because there is no gender, you can look at these cards and go, okay, I'm looking for a woman. Well, the main male may be you. Maybe there's a wealthy man that could be your female stepping into her masculine side. I mean, do you see what I'm saying here when it comes to gender? We all have that masculine side of ourselves and the feminine side where we're nurturing, loving, and kind, or want love from our significant other. Or we are stepping into our masculine side where we're going after what we want. We're taking the steps. We're looking for that fight or argument or whatever. I mean, so usually that's how we clash, is because you're both stepping into the masculine side of yourself. So then it's the fight to be right, right? So it's, if you get what I'm saying. So there is no gender. So you can look at these cards in terms of it being a female, even though it's showing up as a man, or taking it as a man if you are a female and you're looking for a man. So I mean, however that shows up. And if you are same sex, then I mean, you're going to look at a man and a man, or a woman and a woman just stepping into their masculine side. So however that shows up for you, I mean, it's important to read between the lines about what the message is, even if the storyline isn't yours. This could be that seeing it however you're meant to see it. It's going to relate to you in a way that resonates um, by your experience of what you're dealing with right now. So, what might be coming up for you may be changing as you go. So, anyhow, please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. All right, later.